All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Lot Life here in the Randall Ford Studios. I have my host, Andrew, who has kicked out our live studio audience. We are on a closed set today because he did not get a receptive greeting.
I hated that audience.
He did not enjoy the live studio audience. So any of you that have bought tickets, we will redeem those. You can trade those in for a future show, which hopefully we'll try to bring those back for the next show. We'll get the live audience in here. We've got the risers out there. We've got a few things. I have a popcorn vendor that's supposed to be coming in. I've found that it helps if we get some sponsors.
Well, I actually ate a lot of that popcorn.
Okay.
A lot of it.
So you ate all the popcorn. That's why you didn't call me back, probably. So, but we are taking, I found that it helps us get out there and we can keep the lights on a little bit by getting sponsors. So I would like to mention today's sponsor. These are Hander Pants, which are very handy. As you can see, they are very fashion forward. They help me whenever
You work out.
Yeah.
You use them to work out, don't you?
You use them for all kinds of stuff in the car business. So I got you a pair, Andrew. So I'm going to let you talk to your first customer today wearing the Hander Pants.
I don't think I need those.
Is that brown? I don't know what that is. So, but anyway,
Where did you even get these? Where'd you get these?
I got them from the manufacturer. There's hundreds of uses.
Oh my gosh, there's a bunch of uses on the back of this. It shows you what you can use them for. For one, style. Another one, if you're using them for tools, you can cut apples with them.
They're good for riding.
Riding bikes.
Right there.
Old people. Walker. To hang on to the walker.
That helps. I get
And
chafed.
gaming.
I
Keyboards.
get like a little callus right there if I go too far. Like if I'm doing my mall walking with my walker, and like if sometimes you go to malls that have a bunch of corners.
As much as I say how old Chris is, his walker's actually right there out of the camera frame. But, you know, those tennis balls, he does have the tennis balls on there.
Had to bring it in to get the oil change today.
That's crazy.
It's got a motor on it, so I'm not going to do all that walking myself.
I can believe that.
Yeah. So we're here today. We just wrapped up a big sale, aka a Rodney sale.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know what that means, but if you got in here during that sale, you saw that this last weekend was a madhouse. It was nuts. There were people wall to wall. Once again, we don't do them too often, but when we do, everybody shows up for this thing.
Yeah, Rodney's a character too.
Yes.
He is a character. So if you've never met Rodney, try
should
to find out when we're doing a Rodney sale.
Yeah.
We'll give you a date when we do it because we know months in advance.
Yeah, if you get a letter in the mail or you hear us talking about a Rodney sale coming up, we were supposed to mention it last week on the podcast. We forgot to do that. We were sorry, Rodney. But if you hear us talk about the next Rodney sale, just come in and meet Rodney. Say hi. He likes to meet people. He, unlike myself, is a people person.
Yeah, dude, he can talk, and he will talk forever, let me tell you. But he's a lot of fun to be around. He's great he's great being in here, too. So
Yeah. He brings a lot of business to us, and he does a lot for us. So
not only that, he brings salesman food.
Yeah.
So.
And he's also a subscriber, and he watches the podcast, so big shout out to Rodney.
Yeah.
We've got a pair of Hander Pants coming your way.
Can't wait for you to put them on. Another thing that we want to talk about, we're still doing the July 10% off sale. That is like, for example, the Expedition here, right here, it's $9,200 MSRP. That means you get $9,200. I said, wait, $92,000 MSRP. $9,200 off is what it is for 10%. That's on all our brand new vehicles that we have in stock right now. So if it's $50,000, that means it's $5,000 off.
For both people that watched last week, you saw us do a breakdown of how that actually works.
AKA both people.
Yes. No, okay, maybe there was another one. So your dad's been pretty good about it.
That's
too.
true. That's kind of,
Yeah. So the 10% sale is going, and while supplies last, if you come in, if you're one of the next two people that comes in and buys a Expedition that we have here, you get a free pair of Hander Pants. Hander Pants, I said it right, I had to look myself.
Hander Pants. Where did you get those?
Limited supply. You have to go to the trade shows. Not everybody knows there's a secret. It's not kind of like this to get in. and I had to learn that knock. So, and I got into those trade show. They had this. They had gummy Volkswagens. So they're big. They're big, and so it's hard to lift those. They're squishy. The air conditioner wasn't working real well in the place. So
where's this at?
Yeah,
Where's this at? Where's this
Can't
at?
tell you that. Give me the knock.
Well, I just want to stay away
replicate
from
the
it.
knock, and I will tell you where it's at.
I don't know how to do
Exactly why you
I just
don't
wanna
know. So
Stay clear from that.
So we're rambling a little bit. 10% sale is still going. Also, when you're watching this, we have a big radio remote coming up. It's an all-day remote coming up this Saturday.
Use your handy pants to wipe that down.
Another example of how good the handy pants. See that? Ooh.
Did it work?
Yeah, well, yeah, but now I got little things in the middle of my handy pants. I hate that.
Okay.
Are you wanting this erased? Is that what you're trying to
I
do?
really do. Yeah.
Well, these are not brand new handy pants anymore, so I'm gonna have to sell these as I wasn't supposed to do it. I gotta take these back.
I want.
I left the tag on. They gotta look not used. I carefully broke the seal right there. So.
I want. No way that you paid that much for these handy pants. Oh, come on.
That's why I'm taking them back.
Dude, I couldn't believe that. I wanted to kind of go over something real quick. We do Ford does a flex buy, and if you don't know what a flex buy is, I'll go over it a little bit. It's actually, it's the vehicle prices. I don't know what I said there, but the vehicle prices right now, there's a lot of, people like, man, these vehicles are outrageous right now. Crazy, I know. Yeah, they are. They're outrageous. But anyways, so this is what Ford does. This is called a Ford Flex Buy. You can get approved. You can get approved with it if you are approved, of course. But a Flex Buy. So I'll write it down. Flex Buy. You can ask about it. Make sure I spelled that right.
I do this.
All right. So the
I
Flex
can do
Buy.
this because of the handy pants.
So normally
I'm not even getting a callus.
you usually get a 72-month term when you're buying a vehicle. This is a 75-month term, and so that's if you break it down in half because it's by half. So your first half is 3 years, second half is 3.5 years. Oh, why did I do that?
3 1/6 years.
3 and a 6, 3.5 years. Well, for the first 3 years, your payment is 18% lower for the first 3 years, and then after that 3-year mark, it is 18% more. So what that allows you to do is have your payment lower, 18% lower for the first 3 years. You don't have to keep the vehicle at 3 years. You can trade it in. So there's ways to get away from it. So you can trade it in at that 3-year mark. Trade. What's another thing that you can get away with it if you don't want to do it? Oh, refi. And then another one you can do also, if you just wanted to sell it, you could sell it too. Or you can keep it. Oh, wait.
CEEP. There you go.
Or you can keep it and just let your payment go up.
But let me ask, this is not a lease though, right?
No, it's not a lease at all. You own possession of the vehicle the entire
own
time.
This vehicle.
Yes, you own it.
After a year, if you wanted to come and trade it in, you
can
could
trade it.
do that.
No penalties, no nothing like that. Because most people that lease, if you trade it in within a year or certain miles or something like that, you get penalties. You have to pay more. You can put as many miles as you want on this vehicle. You can keep it for the 3 years.
No
You can trade it in.
restrictions.
You can trade it in 2 months. No restrictions, nothing like that. You actually own the vehicle. It's just like you buy it. But Ford offers this, and Ford's the only one that offers this because it's a flex buy. It's through Ford. You have to go through Ford for this. It's not like a normal bank. A normal bank won't do this. But you can do a lot of things with it. A lot of people, what this allows, it benefits kind of the consumer and also it benefits us.
Mm-hmm.
So in 3 years, most people only put about 60,000 miles on their vehicle. If sometimes people put in more, sometimes they don't, a little less, however it is. But if you're going to trade it, it allows the dealership to have better trades because it has less mileage, and also you get a newer vehicle, and also you get to keep your payment a lot lower. So this Flex Buy helps out a lot for anybody that wants a lower payment on a brand new vehicle. You can do that, and then you can trade it in if you don't want to get that higher payment after the 3 years,
And
which is great.
One of the things that I actually see as a benefit for this, and it really works out for the consumer, the customer, is that right now rates are so high.
Oh, yeah.
This is kind of a way to hedge your bets on those high rates. So while rates are so high, you don't want to do that. If you can't get a Savine rate, it really hurts to pay 7-8% on
Yes,
a
it does.
vehicle. You can do this and get the payment that would be more equivalent of a 4 to 5% rate.
Correct.
Do that in 2 to 3 years. These rates are not going to stay high. We will not sustain high rates like this. They keep talking about the rates lowering. It's been a slower process than we would have hoped, but it is just right around the corner. When those rates lower and you want to trade this in a year or two, then you can come in and purchase another vehicle. You're going to have a more traditional lower rate that people have grown accustomed to in the past. So this way, it kind of is a bridge to get you to the times where the rates are going to be lower on all types of vehicles.
Correct, and there's a lot of people that do this. It helps out a lot. If you want to see what it is, you can ask it about it, however you want to do it. You can see what kind of payment. Depends on what type of vehicle you're on, but it's called a flex buy. You can see his handyman. Handyman, whatever it is. But that is a Ford flex buy. We wanted to demonstrate that because there's a lot of people out there that do it, and a lot of people don't know about it at all, so until we say it.
Yeah. So come in and ask about it. It is not a lease. You can come in. It's
not a
an
lease.
option to a lease. A lot of people are a little scared of lease because you don't have anything at the end. There's nothing to show for that. You don't have any value for that. It's not
Correct.
your vehicle. This is your vehicle. You can trade it in, and you can trade it in anytime. If you have any questions about it, feel free to call us anytime. Stop by, take a look. We'll be glad to explain to you a lot better than Andrew just did.
I got put on the spot. Didn't know how to do my math.
And you can also stop by and try on your Handerpants here, only available at Randall Ford.
I don't think you're taking those back.
I can get more.
Okay. But guys, that's all we had for this episode. We're gonna keep it short. I think it's actually been long. But guys, if you want to subscribe to our YouTube, click the link in our bio. And I didn't do that last time, but click the link in our bio and subscribe to our YouTube. It helps us. It means a world to us if you do. So that's the end of it.
Thank you very much. And we are out.